Hey, WTMS 8th grade. Wish I could see you for this very last pod experience or lesson that you'll ever have, but unfortunately we have to do it this way. I know you guys haven't always loved pod, but I do enjoy my time with you. So let's make this one a good one and end strong. First off, some reminders. Remember, this week is the week for makeup work. Turn all that in and let's be done. Remember, don't stress yourself out too much. And then next week is the wrap up checkout week. So make sure you come in on your assigned day. That is Tuesday if your last name is from A to G. Wednesday, if your last name starts with through H through P, and then Thursday, Q through Z for last name. You can come in anytime from 8 to 3:30. You definitely want to come in. Yes, we want you to clean your lockers out, turn in Chromebooks and library books. You want stuff from you, but we also have some goodie bags that include your Pride Week t-shirt that we didn't get to give out earlier, your yearbook for the year, and I think some teachers are sneaking in, your homeroom teachers, some good stuff. So please come in on your day, anytime during your day. If you forget this, call, and we hope to see you that last week. Speaking of last week, our second to last pod lesson ever was about internet safety, a really important topic. And I wanted you to remember some words. Think before you post, respect people online, ask for permission before you ever meet anybody in person. Don't feed cyberbullies. They're trolls. Ignore them as best you can. But if they go too far, speak up, report things, stand up for people that are getting bullied. Remember to keep your profile clean. That's the next word, meaning you don't have personal information on there. Use your privacy settings. Make sure they're airtight. Pause when you read something that's a little crazy and get a second opinion on the internet, because not everything you read on the internet is true. Keep is your next word. Keep adults in the loop. I know that can be tough, but we just want to keep you guys safe. And then the last word is use. Social media can be a great positive and really can be negative too. So use your voice to accomplish some good in the world. So for our final lesson, I know a principal Mr. Jensen used to read a book to 8th graders on their last one, and it was Oh, the Places You Go by Dr. Seuss, and that's a good book. Something about this book I'm going to read you kind of resonates a bit for me, so I'm going to start making a 8th grade tradition, and it might seem like a weird one, but it has a really important message, so this is going to be a little story time, and I'm going to move aside and show you some pictures as best I can, and it's called After the Fall by Dan Stott. You may have heard of it before. It says, "My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I love being close to the birds. Then one day I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. Fortunately, all the King's men managed to put me back together. Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. After that, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things to do. I walked past that wall every day, and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. You didn't see that, the idea was a paper airplane. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches. But day after day, I kept trying and trying. Until I got it just right. My plane was perfect and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. Unfortunately, accidents happen. They always do. If you can't see, his new paper airplane went to the top of that wall where he'd fallen before. I almost walked away again, but then I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it, but I was terrified. I didn't look up, I didn't look down, I just kept climbing, one step at a time. Until I was no longer afraid. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Hopefully you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. And learned how to fly. The reason that book resonates with me, guys, is you are going to go amazing places. We believe in your guys' potential. Your class will always be special to me. It's the first one that I got to have for all 3 years, and you have such wonderful things in store for you. But I want to be knowing that it's not going to be easy, and there are going to be times that you fall, and you just have to keep trying, get back up, be brave, climb that ladder, take it one step at a time, keep working. And you guys are going to do great. You're going to do great in high school next year, and you're going to do great throughout the rest of your future, and we'll miss you. So we always have some words to end on and think on. My quotes for today, a couple of my favorites. Nelson Mandela said, "I never lose. I either win or I learn." That's what helps you get through things. Like Humpty Dumpty here is, it's not about being a loser, but if you learn something from the experience, you'll be okay. And my daughter was watching the remake of Cinderella recently, and Cinderella's mom, who had some trials in her life, old Cinderella, her mom says, "Have courage and be kind." And it came as a kind of mantra for her. So if you guys can remember that, have courage, do the tough things, and be kind to those around you, you're going to be all right. Hopefully we'll see you around next week. Going to miss you guys. We'll see you.